How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02 version 7. This is your caster Phaeron once again coming to you live, and today's matchup is going to be a 2 versus 2 on the map Anorien. So here we go, spawning in the northwest spot as Man of the West is going to be Excelsior in the red. His ally spawning in as the Dwarves is going to be Bushit as the pink, as the pink dwarf is going to be Bushit. His ally spawning in the southwest is going to be Liam 666 as the Goblins. I believe this is the white Goblins. And his ally to the southeast is going to be Don Papita as the orange Men of the West. So finally I think a game we're going to see that's not a Stone Canyon game for Excelsior. Actually going for a stable placement. As it's not a forward stable placement, I think he's just going for a stable start instead of for a cav delete start where you start with a cavalry unit and then delete it immediately afterwards. You have Bushit up here, or Bushit up at the north there. He's gone for the, I think he went for the phalanxes to start with, maybe to go ahead and creep the trolls or the wargs, not sure which he would go for there. You have a Gondor barracks going up for Don Papita as he's got Gondor soldiers out. And it looks like, who was this again? It was Liam. Liam does have 2 goblin caves up and only two goblin tunnels up. He's going for 3 goblin caves with only 2 tunnels up, so that's kind of a weird start. I would think you might want to go for a 3rd cave or 3rd tunnel before he gets that 3rd cave up. So you might not be able to support that with that eco there. But you do have Don Papita going for that single fire in the middle, and here goes Bushit going for the Warg lair down there. Does get it, and we'll be able to get that extra cash. You have Excelsior going for the Warg lair as well with his knights. I think he's going to lose 1 unit of his knights there, maybe 2. I think he will only lose 1 there, and we'll get that Warg lair. So the northern team opted to go for the creep, where the southern team has gone for kind of a slower start. Liam, very good placement of his caves. That first cave there and the second cave are going to be able to spawn out and go into that tunnel very quickly. And well, Don Papita has gone for the single fire in the middle, and now finally going to go ahead and try and go for some harass. It looks like there's a tunnel over here kind of forward for Bushit, but he will get that taken out. However, he does have the guardians and the phalanxes going in buffed. They're going to be able to go for farm, maybe even the production building there. Cavalry for Excelsior now roaming around, going to take out 1 tunnel, look to get the builder there, but I don't think they're going to get it. But they will get that tunnel back down. And Liam actually in a little bit of a tough spot as the rally call does go down on those Gondor Knights. They're going to take fire from the fort though, so that it will be totally taken out. But I think the builder might just go down here for Liam, and with that blow, Liam's going to have to take a little bit of his cash, divert it away from spamming goblins, and put them into building a new builder. There's actually some goblins. The early goblins from Liam did go up to the north to double up on Bushit here. However, I think the Men of the West of Don Papita were driven off. However, the Guardians will take out the barracks there, I think, as well as going for both of these farms. I don't know if the fort's going to be enough to save that farm there. Actually, it's not going to be enough, as it did lose sight of that. You see, I have a lot of Goblin Archers out for Liam. 2 Goblin Archers. I don't know if he's the 3rd battalion. I thought I saw a 3rd battalion there. Liam singling about the cavalry as Excelsior is probably letting his ally know that Excelsior is going full on cav, not going for that just cav delete start. I just have a well up, and so we just have actually 3 battalions on the field, and one of them is sitting by the well waiting for it to go up. We just have a barracks up with some soldiers of Gondor coming out. Looks like Bushit does have a single garden unit in the mine there, but I don't see him with much more in the way of eco there. Actually, he only has 2 mines in the field, so that is not good for him. As Dwarves do need, he does still have his baseline eco up. I think he did lose both that tunnel there though, or mine. So you will need to be worried about not being out of here if he loses any units, being out of the game there. I think Excelsior kind of, I think, moving across the map, not really paying attention as Don Papita gets a little bit of a trample there. Revenge damage taken to those pikes or cav that were trampling his pikes, as they want to stick around and get these Goblin Archers all trampled up. Excelsior does have that well up, so he will retreat those 2 injured battalions back to the well to heal up. Might want to get this 3rd battalion out of there, as he has 4 Gondor Knight battalions out in the field. That's a lot of Gunner Knights. Not something you would really expect to see there. He also has some Gunners, Soldier Gunners are going to try and take on the Goblin hordes as well as the Rohan Spearmen there. Actually, Liam going to be going for a half troll or a fissures there. Going to be making some half troll marauders there. Let's look at the power points here. You do have, Excelsior does have that signal fire in the middle there. But as far as power points, Excelsior has the rally call, 2 power points, 600 resources, and 370 out of 450 command points there. Whereas Liam, his opponent across the map, does have Tainted Land 5 power point, as well as 3 power points ready to go. 419 and 268 out of 250 command points, so he's command point capped severely. However, with those Gunner Knights going to be sneaking in to try and take out these Goblin tunnels. Actually, a lot of Gunner Knights here. But he does have to worry about his ally kind of getting harassed in the north by Dhammapada with a lot of troops here. A lot of pikes, really not really able to do much there, Excelsior is, with all the cavalry. So he's really going to have to focus on taking out Liam there. Bushit up in the north, however, does have a rally call, 4 power points, and 430 out of 174, 474, and 774 out of 400. So he can support a lot, but he doesn't really have much at all. And I see Bushit signaling that he does have his units there, potentially. I'm not sure what he's signaling there. Maybe for the rally call. I think he was signaling about the rally call there. And actually those peasants will work down the central tunnel there, and that's actually going to be a big blow to Bushit, as that tunnel does need to be stay up, as once it goes down, when he rebuilds it, it will have a much lower eco output. And Bushit's finally ally across the map, Dhammapada there, does have the rally call, does have it thrown down on his troops. 3 power points and 400 and 250 out of 500, so he can support a lot, as well as not really afford it. Does have an archery range up in the field, as you can see there. Might be going to level 2 soon enough. Actually, has stables as well, so he's got a lot of options as far as troops he can produce there. It looks like Excelsior has opted for Aimer as his hero, so he's going to be going for a full-on cavalry army, actually. Not really focusing on his ground army there, as he does want to have a cavalry army to be able to sneak around, harass. Goblins not really able to do much about a cavalry army, as although those half-troll marauders are pikes, they do not deal revenge damage, so cavalry will get slowed down by them, but they will not instantly die as soon as they touch the battalion. Most other factions do have that ability, or that going for them against cavalry. Goblins, however, not with that ability, do have to worry about a full-on cavalry army. Another way to counter the cavalry with goblins is to get enough goblin horde that your opponent really can't do anything about it. They try and trample them, and if they go too far to trample, they'll just get stuck in the middle and die immediately. Actually, a spider pit going up for Liam here. And Bushit over here kind of trying to advance a little bit with some axe throwers now in the back. He does have that archery range up, as we saw. Might want to take it up to level 2 and get the Men of Daylight soon enough. And there's the cavalry army there. Not really able to be effective, as those half trolls, once again, the half trolls units are not trampleable by cavalry. And so they will just be able to get free swings on any cavalry that tries to run through them there. However, Excelsior does see a lot of exposed buildings here with all this cavalry, and he will go in for the kill on these tunnels at least. Actually, the cavalry here of Excelsior kind of not making a bit of a blunder. Trying to get away from some goblins here, pincered in by some Rohan Spearmen here. Actually, the cavalry, I believe that is cavalry for Dhammapada there, as I did not see the color. I guess I have an AoE for Dhammapada, I believe. Yes, that is an AoE Dhammapada. He's going to try and target down those cavalry, stop Excelsior from forming the ball of cavalry that is very deadly as Men of the West. Dhammapada kind of pulling his troops back a little here, as Excelsior is pushing in far with a lot of cavalry to clear the way for these ground troops. Excelsior, as you can see, does have an archery range up, has taken to level 2, so we'll be getting his rangers out. Has 1 battalion already in the field, but Bushit now with his Dwarven army has arrived, as well as a builder there to help provide any reinforcements needed with any tunnels he can build. This has some more guardians in the way, as well as some more axe throwers. Dhammapada is going for the level 2 stables over there, trying to go for Rohirrim. Does have Boromir on the field, but still has level 1 barracks and level 1 range there, as there's all 4 armies now engaged in this southern side over here. Excelsior is trying to do some damage with those cavalry, but actually he's going to lose most of them. The rebuild does go down from Don Pepita there, as he does throw it down to save, I think, the fort potentially, or maybe the Goblin Cave. I'm not sure which he did throw it down on. Bushit trying to take out this, fissure here. Excuse me, I couldn't remember the name. Trying to take it out, as that is the only real threat as goblins to the cavalry army of Excelsior. However, I think this army is going to get pincered between Don Pepita and Liam, and not really able to do much. One thing I did not mention, I forgot to mention, the spiderlings for goblins are very effective at countering cavalry. They are the fastest unit in the game, and however, if the Gunner Knights do turn and fight them, they will not be able to win, as the Gunner Knights do beat the Spiderlings 1v1. However, if they are attempting to run, the Spiderlings will just deal damage over time. Now, looks like a mine for Bushit here is going to go down on this western lane, and now the Spiderlings are going to be sneaking around to go do some harass on Excelsior here. They do have a very nice damage count versus these farms, so they are very effective as they can move around quite fast as well. However, you do have three Ranger battalions, or two Ranger battalions for Excelsior in the field, going to be able to start providing that covering fire that the Gunner Tolters do need against the Goblins over here. Don Pepita now doing some harass with his cavalry, as well as along with the Spiderlings of his ally there. However, Excelsior is going to try and deal with that. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. You do have a brand out for Bushit here, level 1, almost level 2. However, he does see these Spiderlings over protecting Don Pepita's base. You actually have a Hobbit summon going down. I believe that is going to be it's going to be Excelsior's Hobbit summon. I'm not sure why he's summoned here. Maybe he's, oh, there's a Horn of Gondor from Boromir for Don Pepita going down. But with Don Pepita having his Boromir so far overextended, with the hot sun, he's going to be able to target him down quite quickly. Here comes the Rohirrim trying to save Boromir here. Actually, a heal does go down, as Excelsior is desperately trying to kill this Boromir. If he can take this down, this would be a big blow to Don Pepita, as his troops will not be able to be stunned anymore. He'll be able to get the levels needed to get that leadership, which is necessary for Men of the West. And AM are going to target him down. He over level 4 there. This has the outlaw leadership, which means all allied units will be getting the bonus resources off of each kill. Bonus resources off of each kill. You do have, however, Bushit making a push here, trying to take out some of the infrastructure here for Don Pepita, but with Liam here to reinforce, Don Pepita doesn't have to worry about that. He does have to worry about, however, but the men of Dale now on the field for Bushit here. Not really going to do much with these cavalry, as a slam shot with them clumping up gets all of them, hits them all. Some units do survive, but every single unit there went flying, I believe. Excelsior now with the cavalry army going in to go do some more harass damage, potentially take out more of these caves. Those caves are very important to get taken out. Might want to focus on this level 3 farm, as that's going to be important to take out. I think that's is what he's going to be doing there. Or maybe he's just engaging the Spiderlings here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's not. There we go. He's finally doing damage to that level 3 tunnel. Might be going for that cave right there. You do, however, have a Hobbit summon for Don Pepita, or actually not the Hobbit summon for Bushit there. If so many forces are good with that Hobbit summon, you're not going to be able to tell very easily which one it is right off the bat. Here, however, comes Don Pepita trying to save these buildings here, and Excelsior going to have to retreat out of there with his cavalry. I think actually he did lose all of his cavalry. I don't see any units that did survive on the map here. So Excelsior, now without his cavalry, might want to start banking on more on this infantry army. He does have the level 3 range with the fire arrows. He does have those going on his rangers there. Did take some preliminary damage on his barracks over here, but it will be up still. Still level 1 for this archery range for Don Pepita. I think you might want to upgrade that, get those rangers, as those Gondor archers are vastly inferior to the Athenian rangers of Excelsior there. And also to the men of Dale for Bushit over here. As he just had that level 3 range, might want to go to level 2 range. Might want to go to level 3 and get the fire arrows in some time soon. A large force from Bushit here, trying to push in, but without mentioning the way of pikes. The cavalry army of Don Pepita is going to get a nice trample through on all those men of Dale. Once again using a slam shot. I think Excelsior is going to be kind of uncomfortable, as he is the one in the game replays and 2.2 server who always says use slam shot, and then his enemy uses it against him. A little bit of irony right there for you. I think you have Azog on the field now for Liam, actually. Still level 1, not seeing any damage or experience whatsoever. Or any fighting action. The word, there it is. He didn't see any action yet. Level 6 now for Aimer there. Liam there, now back to those 2 Goblin Caves and a Spiraling Pit. I think he did lose his Fissure though, so he's not going to have any sort of half trolls there to counter the cavalry. And actually, I don't know if you can see this, Bushit is building a mine in the back of his base there. Liam can see that, but I guess he's not doing anything about it, or maybe he's just too preoccupied in the north here, as he does have to deal with the enemy, the army of Excelsior there. It looks like the army over here for Bushit is not really going to be able to do much. However, I do think that Brand is still alive. I'm not sure where he is though. I could be wrong. Oh, there he is in that army. I didn't see him there. Brand is level 5 now. Does have that trained archer ability at level 4. At level 7, he will have the Beast Slayer ability, which would be very useful against the Goblins if they do go for it in Giants. I believe we are still observing Excelsior. So you can see here, he does have Theoden on the field, so doesn't want that Glorious Charge ability. Still kind of going for this cavalry army. He does have the level 2 stable there. Actually going for level 3. Wants those Coda to kind of rush and take out Liam's fort, I think, there. If he can get that surprise on his opponent, that'll be a very big blow indeed. He does have that Hobbit Summon almost back up a standby. 8 power points, 1,000 resources, and 537 out of 700. Excelsior. And that was just the quickest death for Theoden right over there. You saw him on the field for Excelsior just not a second ago, I think. Or maybe that was... I'm not sure whose hero that was. I think that was actually Excelsior's hero, yes. Theoden just got on the field and now he died like not a minute later. That's gotta be the quickest hero death ever. So anyway, Liam does have that scavenger ability, so he'll be earning passive resources off of every single kill. 1,200 resources and 464, or actually now 440 out of 675 there. Excelsior's ally Bushit does have that Hobbit Summon as well as the rally call, 9 power points and 535, or actually 260 out of 370 shoot out of 725. And his enemy Dumpy does have all 5 of his previous 5s. Rally call, rebuild, and heal. 9 power points and 500 resources out of, and 388 out of 475 there. Dumpy is Boromir proving quite effective there as he does throw in a Horde of Gondor and sends his entire army of Excelsior. You do have Rangers finally on the field for Don Peter. He has gone for that level 2 archery range. You do have a level 3 stables over here for Excelsior, but I don't see any Coda yet. So I'm not sure he has the cash to really invest in it. He actually does have the cash, so I'm not sure what he's holding off on. Maybe he's just focusing on getting his army. I think we did see it right there. He does have that first battalion of Coda going down. Wildman Summon going down and trying to stop this push from Bushit here. He does have a tunnel in the back of Don Vita's base. Is going to try and take out this level 2 stables there. I think he's going to get it there. The Monodan are going to be going down to try and take out all these units. Actually, an arrow volley does go down for Dumpapita there. With Dumpapita's arrow volley, he's going to be able to save the archer, the stables there. Actually, a rebuild also going down on it as well. Here comes the cavalry to clean up the rest of those men of Dale. They're trying to retreat into this mine. I don't even think that I was mistaken. Liam or Dumpapita does have vision on that mine, so there is no way to sneak a mine in the back of your opponent's base here. Well, actually, for some reason, I think actually there isn't able to not get vision in this corner right over here. So if you could build it in that back corner right over there, you might be able to go unnoticed by your opponents there. However, you do have a lot of cavalry now, or excuse me, Eowyn, up to level 8 now. Does have a disguise ability. Doesn't mention what level is required though. Shield Maiden doesn't require activate. It is there at level 4. The disguise though is not really an important one, as it is one of the most useless powers or abilities for a hero in the game. She does become immune to cripple strike and corrode allegiance. Actually, I've never noticed that. I thought she just had it as a ability, but actually she does have that, so it is a very powerful actually, because she is not able to be crippled by alerts or be corroded by Wormtongue there. It would make sense as in the movies, Wormtongue tried to persuade her and he failed insanely. Excelsior does lose most of those Coda there, but he will be able to shoot one unit, and that is going to be enough to get that battalion back. Excelsior now with 2 Rangers still only. Gonna try and push on these opponents there. Might want to invest in some sort of Gondor tank in the front there. And these Rangers are actually now engaging at point blank range. Hobbitstone going down the back of Liam's base there from Bushit. Gonna try and take out one of these buildings. I'm not sure which it is. Downbeat gonna be signaling us about that. As there are some pikes there as well. And that's gonna be the level 3 farm for Liam going on. That's gonna be a huge blow. He needs that income. Does have a giant somewhere. I'm not sure where it's from though. I think it's from a giant expansion that is there right behind the air tower. We couldn't see it there. But Excelsior now for that 15 power point does have the Rohirrim summon. Going to run in there, start doing some damage. But with the Pepitas Boromir in the mix there, he's going to be able to stun all these units, potentially save this. No one's going to be able to save this spider pit though, as it's so close to death. I think it's still taking damage from the heroes over there. There's the spider pit. A fissure might be able to go down as well. They want to target that down, force Liam to go for just those goblins that are easily trampleable by the cavalry there. A watcher going to be going down on the army, I believe, of Excelsior. It's from Liam there. See, I'm kind of a little bit flustered today as I'm kind of having to cast on the fly. I'm in the car right now casting, so it's a little bit weird. Those Coda are going to start regenerating soon. They might be able to go back in and do some more damage. But here goes Amvita not pushing with the cavalry army on Bushit's base. Glowing now on the field for Bushit, halfway to level 2. At level 4 he will get that Shake Foundation ability, which will be very useful against enemy buildings. Boromir using his Horn of Gondor once again. I think he's trying to save him. I think it's actually Excelsior's Horn of Gondor for Boromir there. However, he will get killed by Azog. Azog does activate his Great Battle Rage. Another hero back in the field. I think it's going to be Theoden potentially for Excelsior there. Yeah, he does have his Theoden back in the field. Let's hope he doesn't die quite as fast. Damapitas Boromir is now level 5. Does have that leadership ability, which is going to be very useful for all allied units in the area. Excelsior going to try and push down on Dambapita now, as it does seem like that Bushit has that 15 power point of barrage. Gonna go down the fort there. However, there is boiling cast in the fort. Might have to worry about that. He's gonna try and go and I think maybe go for the fort or maybe just the barracks here. I think Amvita is signaling as he needs to be worried about that. There's the Rohan Pyramid there. You need to be worried, Excelsior, as he does need to get those out of range of those pike there. And actually Boromir does have a Horn of Gondor back. He's gonna go in there and might want to activate that right now. I don't know if he's going to activate in time, as these Coda and the cavalry might be able to get away. However, the hobbits, they're going to take down that level 2 archer range. The level 2 Sable's still in danger. Bushit does have a lot of men of Dale in his base. Might want to pull those into the mine and pull them into this battle to try and eliminate all enemy forces in the area. Most particularly those pikes, which are rendering Excelsior's cavalry army ineffective. However, there are a bunch of pikes right over here. I don't know where Boromir went for Dambapita, as he has not used his Horn of Gondor at all I could see. There he is, but he hasn't used that Horn of Gondor. He needs to get in there. I think he's going to try and get in there and save that stables there. I don't really think he will need that Horn of Gondor though, as the cavalry, the Rohirrim with their archer bow mode, or the bow mode, will be able to eliminate it. The phalanxes. I think Dambapita does have the arrow volley ability, so he could potentially use that to nullify this attack right over here from Bushit, as he has a builder. I think he's just the builder just walking along the bottom of the map, popping up mines every so often. Does have a mine over here, another mine over here. Actually, Liam, I think he is going to quit out. I don't know why he quit out there, as he's still had a chance. His ally did have the arrow volley. He could have thrown it down to eliminate this force here from Bushit. And with Liam out, I think Bushit's going to have a little bit of a tough time fending off these attacks, as he does have 2 versus 1, and there's large armies for both enemy players. And actually, I think Bushit will quit out there, call the GG, as he does not have the forces to propel 2 armies now, as he is faced with that with his ally quitting out. So kind of a good game. I kind of feel like Excelsior could have benefited from more investing in a Boromir earlier on, as he did need to worry about all those pikes in the field with his cavalry. He went for that Theoden instead of the Boromir. I feel like the Boromir would have been a better choice there, but Theoden dying kind of uselessly very early on. Didn't see much action at all. As for Bushit, very well played by this Dwarven player, able to micro that builder across the bottom of the map to just pop up mines wherever he wants without losing the builder, I think. So it's always fun to play with Dwarves because you can just sneak around those builders, get those mines in place, and then you can just easily pop up units, even when your opponent thinks that they've defeated your mine and you're back at home. You're suddenly in his base and able to easily take him out. I hope you enjoyed this cast. It's a little bit of a strange one for me as I'm sitting in my car trying to get this done before I go into somewhere to just render it. I don't really enjoy doing this in the car, but you know, with life circumstances, it's gonna have to work out this way. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment below what you thought of it. If you thought I'm wrong about what I think about some of these strategies, or if you want to see something different. And if you haven't, I would really appreciate if you're subscribed yet, if you're still watching. I do appreciate subscriptions. At 50 subscribers, we will get that special cast to be coming up. It's going to be display what I think is the best of 2.02. First, at least a couple of factions, or a few. You're not really sure which game it is going to be, so I'm going to keep it that way, but you don't know if it's going to be a 2v2, or maybe it could be even a custom game. You never know, so just drop a subscribe so we get to 50 so we can see it. I would love to show you all that. I would love to cast it. It is an amazing game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow with the third game of the Stonewind Valley Finals.